Hey there, this is Jacob with SurvivalGeek. Today I'm going to be demoing the RAVPOWER USB battery charger, model number RP-PB077. That's model number RP for Romeo Papa dash PB for Papa Bravo 077. Let's see here. I'll go and open this guy up for you. You see it's a RAVPOWER. I've used their batteries for years. They're a pretty good company. So, to get this guy opened up, there's the glyph if you guys want to scan it with your phones. Packaging's pretty good. Yeah, my room. Got some more. That's everything. Move that out of the way. So here's our battery. This is the perfect model if you want something that you're wearing a suit to work and you want a charger to charge your iPhone or Android or anything else for that matter. Got a little package here with a silica pack on the inside to keep things nice and dry. Gel silica. Yeah. That fine. Got a happy notice. Happy with your purchase. I have an issue for help, in case you guys ever want to know RAVPOWER stuff. Move that aside. Happy problem. User's guide. We'll get to that momentarily. There's the corporate information. So, right off the bat, specs. That's what most people ask right off the bat. So let's go ahead. Pause your screen if you need to look further. So this is, got a little button here at the top. Press the button. Lights up on the edges here. Lets me know that it's full battery right now. Okay. It's got a quick charge in and a quick charge out. Also iSmart out. So, iSmart is basically their version of a quick charge. So if you're using iPhone, it's going to be iSmart out. If you're using Android, it's going to be quick charge out. Basically, if your device supports quick charge or not. Quick charge 2.0, quick charge 3.0. This is 3.0, which you'll downgrade to 2.0 if your device is 2.0. So quick charge on an Android allows your phone to charge multiple times faster than it would just on a regular charger. So I plug in quick charge to my phone, and my older phone's an S7 Edge. I plug it into there and it will charge the whole phone in maybe an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes, somewhere in that time period. When a regular charger plugged in, I might do it in 3 or 4 hours to charge the phone. Maybe 3 hours. So, a lot slower. But this is really, really thin, as you can see. It's barely an inch wide. Maybe half an inch. It's very, very thin. 10,000 milliamp. Okay. And for those of you that do not know, well, I'll just tell you that in a second. So quick charge in, this unit charges in 3.5 to 4 hours. That's correct, 3.5 to 4 hours. iSmart output is 2.4 amps or 5 volts. And then quick charge output, I'll let you look that one up online. That one goes a bit more in detail if you look up how quick charge works, but it says quick charge output DC 5 1.5 amp, 2 amp, 3 amp. Basically, as it nears 85% battery life, it starts slowing down the amperage into the battery. So it's kind of hard to explain. I would look it up how quick charge actually works in detail. I know how it works in my mind. It's just kind of hard to explain it overall. Comes with a really nice carrying case, as they all do. I think all mine have come with carrying cases overall. There you go, a little information for you. I think this is the first case I've seen that got like a felt feeling to it. First case I've seen that Actually has a little pocket here on the front for me to actually put the cable into. That's neat. And then of course they all have the zip cord that pulls. So carrying your wallet or pocket or suit pocket or coat pocket, whatnot. Yeah, almost 6 inches long. So, like I said, this is the one I want to review for as far as it being ultra thin. A lot of my other RAVPOWER batteries are thicker or bigger capacity, or some of them include a flashlight built in. This one just has the one single button here. I guess the only thing I don't really like about it too much is the button itself. The button is really flat. It's one of those flat type of buttons, so it's so a button has a button life overall, in my opinion, and the more times you push that button, the more times it starts to sink in overall. And this one may last a long time. It may. I mean, like I said, I've had a lot of luck with RAVPOWER, but I found that the buttons that were a bit thicker, or at least had a deeper bowl to the button itself, the pocket that goes inside, those tend to last a bit longer as the button goes. But all this one does in particular, like one of my others, I would double click and a light would turn on, so I have a flashlight with my batteries. Those are neat. But this one, in its case, all it does is turns on, and I push it once and it gives me my battery life. And that's pretty standard on most batteries. That's if you want to see that anyway. So Quick Charge out if it supports it, or iSmart out 2.4 amp. For an iPhone, it's roughly you get 2 charges off of it, 2 to 2.5 depending, maybe 2 to 2.25. And then for Androids, most of the time it's 2 to 3 charges, depending on the milliamp size of your battery. And I'll explain that really quickly to figure out how many charges you get. 10,000 milliamp, if you look up the specs on your phone or look up the actual battery, let's say the battery itself says your battery in your phone is 2,500 milliamp for your battery. It'll say that literally if you type in like Samsung Galaxy S8 Edge and specs, and type in the Google and pop up a few pages and look at your battery, and it'll show you the milliamp rating of your battery. mAh, you're going to see whatever number that is. And example, I'm just throwing out a hypothetical example. Let's say it said 2,500 milliamp as its rating. You divide that number into the number of your battery, whatever that may be, and that's going to give you how many charges your battery should give you. Now, the more times you charge your battery, the more times this number starts decreasing, little by little by little. Not a lot, but little by little. So, I mean, like, for instance, after 6 months, this may be 9,000 instead of 10,000, or 9,500 instead of 10,000, whatever that is. But it slowly starts decreasing. So it gives you a figure in your head saying, well, 2,500 in one battery for my phone, and from 0 to 100% is 2,500. So 3 charges is going to give me 7,500 milliamps. So maybe I get 3.5 to 4 charges is what I'm thinking in my head for a phone that has 2,500 milliamp for its battery size. So, and that's the math you do in your head when you're thinking of it. You buy a battery in the store and you're buying a battery, you're saying, well, what's the milliamp rating of my battery? What's the milliamp rating of the battery in my phone? And websites, I believe there are sites out there like I believe GMS Phone Arena, or some of the other sites out there, Phone Scoop, a few of the others have lists like dossiers of every phone in the world, and all of their specs and everything. That information is given freely, so you can always look it up and see what it is. But don't buy a battery unless you know. For me, I never buy a portable battery unless it has some type of quick charge, either 2.0 or 3.0 built into it, and then it has a high milliamp rating. But the milliamp ratings in the batteries, I've seen them go up to 40,000. Depending on what you're getting. Why would you want to go that high? Well, tablets have bigger batteries. Some of these can even plug into a device that has like a MacBook or other types of devices that the battery can allow you to do that. So other of them have multiple ports on them, so you can plug in a tablet and a phone at the same time, or whatnot. So high capacities are good. also see what I've heard from different people that fly a lot, that TSA, airport security, only allows certain size of milliamp batteries on planes. I've heard like 20,000 is a limit, 20,000 and under. But something to check before you fly or you travel. But 10,000 should be fine everywhere you go. 16,000 should be fine wherever you go. So RAVPOWER is a great one. Other one to look into is a company called Anker, Anker, and another company called Aukey, Aukey. But RAVPOWER #1, then I'd go from either Anker to Aukey as my #2 and #3 for batteries. And then their cables, of course, are some of the best around to buy. As far as data sync cables that can charge your phone and sync your data with your computer system. So a little bit of tidbits for you, but I always carry one in my pocket, the RAVPOWER class. RAVPOWERs, I always carry in my pocket wherever I go, because batteries do run out on your phone. You're taking pictures, you're video recording, you're listening to music, you're watching YouTube, you're doing things all day long. I see people, if I'm going through a mall, I'll see people sitting down plugged in somewhere, and they're tethered to that cord, to that outlet. Well, this lets you plug it directly into here. This goes in your purse while you're using your phone, or your pocket while you're using your phone, or while your phone's in your pocket, whichever you want to do. And you can either use your device or not use your device. Regardless, it's charging in the background, and the battery's always with you. At nighttime, plug it in. The next morning when you wake up, unplug your charger from it and take it with you, as well as your phone. So that's my review, and I will catch you guys in another video.